Live. All right, cool. We are going for All right, so in this one, we're going to be going over the top 10 high ticket online businesses to start in 2026 or now, whatever you want to do. But the idea is to give you some good ideas on like the best businesses that I believe will make you the most money, teach you what you really need to do to be successful. So need to go live on this thing. Yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so I'm going to go to my little presentation. All right, cool. And hopefully this will look good on YouTube and stuff, and they'll still figure it out. Also, what up, TikTok? You can probably hear me if you can't see me, but whatever. All right, cool. So, high ticket online business models, a comprehensive guide to the most profitable coaching and done for you service businesses in 2025, 2026. Discover proven models that command premium pricing and deliver transformational results. All right. So, top coaching model. So, a coaching business, it could also be a consulting business. It's basically anything that you can do over, Zoom or hopping on calls with people. Whereas, like a service business, I mean, coaching is literally just selling knowledge, right? You're just selling education. You're just getting people the information that they really need so that they can be successful too. Usually, you already need to be an expert or at least know some sort of new tactic or have some sort of creative way to help people make money, help people do things. You know what I mean? So, the done with the programs that deliver transformation, high ticket online coaching space combine strategic guidance with hands on support to help clients achieve breakthrough results. These models thrive on accountability, proven frameworks, personalized implementation, creating premium value. A lot of times, it's really just like getting people a system to do and then holding them accountable, helping them get to the results, and really just basically kicking ass and taking names and doing it as you can. All right, cool. Let's go to the next one. Business coaching and offer with the system. So number one, well, not number one. They're not really in any order. These are all just the top businesses that you should be able to start and be able to start making some money. But business coaching, right? It's an obvious one that people can go for because, well, number one, you're just helping people make more money. And if you can make people an ROI, they'll pay you all day. But you help people build a money making offer, set up tools to sell it, like giving them the blueprint plus engine to run a business. This model transforms stuck entrepreneurs into revenue generating machines by solving two of the biggest problems: what to sell and how to sell it. Who buys? Experts, agencies, creators stuck at 0 to 20K a month, who have an expertise but lack the clear monetization system. Deliverables: offer design and pricing, architecture, sales funnels, CRMs, scripts and coaching calls, performance dashboards, so on and so forth. The ideal like pricing would be like 2K to 10K, or monthly support from $500 to $2,000 a month. You can get people results as fast as 7 days. Go high level, Calendly, Stripe, Zoom, Notion, all these things are going to be important. So being a business coach is always a good idea, especially nowadays because people need money. And then number two, career coach and CSM coaching. As many of you may know, we ran a very successful CSM coaching business where we help people get CSM jobs. We now help people also do job stacking where they help them get multiple jobs. But the reason this is so valuable is the job landscape is very tough right now, right? Everybody's moving online, or everybody moved online and then online moved to AI, right? And the job markets are just shrinking. The economy's been kind of struggling. So anything that you can help people start a new career, or become a CSM or any of those things. So like I know a lot of people that help people become sales professionals. There's a lot of people that help people become engineers. There's a lot of people that help people become cybersecurity, so on and so forth. So anything that you can help people get a job, right? I mean, the old school way was like everybody goes to college, you get out of college, you go get a job. Now people are still going to college, but they're getting out of college and they can't get a job, right? So then they can pay you to help them either fix their resume, get jobs, make their LinkedIn look good, so on and stuff like that. target buyers, job seekers, tech, CSM career people. This is a very, very good offer. You can really help people, especially if you can find a niche that pays really well. CSM is a good one because pretty much anyone could become a CSM. They just have to learn how to use tools online. Sales is another great one. Appointment setter, video editor would be really good. Media buyer would be really good. Stuff like that. So, number 2, basically career and placement and ramp up coaching. All right, number 3, fitness coaches. So, fitness coaches get a lot of hate, but and they are hard to scale, right? Because it's hard to really provide the value of like, hey, let's go to the gym. Like if you have an in-person fitness coach, there's a little more value. But I have helped a lot of online fitness coaches make a lot of money, and it's just basically you got to make a lot of content. You got to give them a meal plan. You got to give them you got to hold them accountable. A lot of the guys that I was helping that were fitness coaches, basically they would do like a live workout. I think it was either every day or every other day with people on camera. And it was a lot of just like using rubber bands, the push-ups, sit-ups, jumping jacks, the whole rundown. But like what you're basically doing is you're giving them a meal plan. So you make sure that they eat the right stuff. You're giving them a workout plan. You're making sure that they do the workout, and then you're holding them accountable. And the biggest thing really is the accountability, right? I mean, people know how to work out for the most part, but they just don't, right? So they need someone to motivate them, to push them to show up every day. And a lot of these have really cool software nowadays that you can also add into your business if you want to start like a health coaching offer. And the tools will like alert them, it'll give them the meal plan, it'll do everything for them. But identify the client, right? Busy professionals between 25 and 45. One of the health coaches that I helped, he strictly focused on high performers, so like CEOs, managers, really high level salespeople who wanted to be in better shape so they can survive and also so they could be there for their family. So being a health coach is a great opportunity for people to make money online, great online business. Next one is going to be money mindset and peak performance coaching. So the reason that this is like a great fit right now is the economy is pretty rough out there. Money is getting harder to make, and everything is getting more and more expensive. So everybody needs some help with their money mindset as well as their peak performance coaching. I don't know why this is in one category. I would separate the money coaching and I would separate the peak performance coaching, but it is similar. So you identify the transformation, deep identity work, and reframe the drills that shift limiting beliefs into empowering narrative. State management, scripts and protocols for entering peak states on demand, mastering energy and emotional regulation. Accountability pods, small group support system to create consistency and momentum through shared commitment. Really, it's like, I mean, if you're going to be a money coach, right, you're going to help people analyze their current financial situation, make a plan so that they have clear path to either get out of debt or to live their best life. And then you come up with new ways that they can invest their money or new ways that they can make more money. If you're being a peak performance coach, you're really going to analyze what they're doing every day, what it looks like when they're at their peak of performance and doing the best that they can. And then you're going to reverse engineer it so that they can essentially be successful, right? So ideal clients would be like founders, high ticket closers, creators, earning over 100K in their job. And the bottleneck is they're either not doing well with their money, or their bottleneck is like they want to perform better. They need more energy, they need more motivation. These programs are usually 8 to 12 weeks. It's intensive. It's a lot of courses and a lot of holding people accountable and a lot of personal one-on-one to help people with their money, or help people become a high performer, right? So these are really good offers that you can create. Doesn't have to be just money. It doesn't have to be just peak performance, but it's mostly like mindset coaching, helping people figure out their limiting beliefs, and break through to that next level so they can be the best version of themselves. All right, next online business that's really good is going to be a personal brand coach or a creator like coach, like basically like people that want to be famous, right? People who want to get out there with their story, or they want to write a book, or they want to have more authority, social status, make great content, make a plan to get them out there. I would throw PR in here as its own kind of niche, like public relationships. Like PR is its own whole crazy animal, but PR would be like getting people TED Talks, getting people on the news, getting people into articles, getting people on podcasts, which is a whole nother business. But creating a personal brand, right? Helping someone create their personal brand. You're really helping them clarify their niche. Like, who are you? Who is your audience? Who are you going to serve best? You would basically help them have like a 90-day content plan to get themselves out there. You would create some sort of offer for them to also make money with their personal brand. You would give them scripts. You would get them their newsletter set up, a conversation optimization. Like, really what you're doing is you're creating their brand, so whoever their identity is, and then you're making an ecosystem around that person and their brand. So you'll get like a email newsletter, you'll get content going out, you'll get podcast interviews, you'll get TED Talks, you'll get gigs for them to make money. And being a personal brand is a big deal, especially in kind of the coming age of AI and everything else. It's like, what are going to be around still is going to be, a lot of automated stuff, but personal brands, right? People like to buy from people. People like to buy from, these big moguls. And if you can build a big enough personal brand and build enough audience members, you'll be rich, for the rest of your life, because you'll have enough people that like what you do and talk to you and things like that. So this is a great business to help people either become a content creator or to help them dial in their personal brand and really take off and be successful. So those are the best coaching offers for high ticket space. Like a couple other coaching offers, like I'll just chat about a couple other ones that I think that are good. Real estate coaching right now would be a good one because real estate market's kind of crashing. Investment coaching, because people need new ways to make money. I guess like even just like content creation, coaching would be really good. How to become like a streamer, how to make money on like TikTok Shop, how to make money selling things online as a coach is another one. I mean, one of the most successful coaches I know, he teaches people how to sell e-commerce brands and e-commerce businesses and stuff like that. So there's just a lot of other really good coaching businesses, but these were the top ones. Now we're going to go for service-based businesses. So, like a service business would be doing something for the client. Like, it's still all online, but you actually are able to fulfill the work online. An example would be like a video editing company, or like I've ran a lot of finance businesses where we would get people credit cards and credit stacking and stuff like that, or business loans and things like that. So this is a online business, high ticket, but it's a done for you service, as opposed to like the coaching model where you're basically selling knowledge. You're, in this case, you're now going to be selling the service. So done for you service business command premium retainers by taking complete ownership of critical business functions. These models scale through documented SOPs, talented teams, productized delivery, allow you to serve multiple clients while maintaining quality and margins. Blah, blah, blah. All right. So the first one would be a short form content agency. So like you're basically helping people create reels and TikToks and shorts, short form content. And it's like really like your angle with this is, ads are getting expensive, organic, going viral clips is really what's going to grow your business. Because like imagine if you get one viral video that just absolutely pops off, your business will make tons of money, right? Because you not only do you make money initially from that viral clip, but then you'll be able to have that clipped and you can try it again later, but you'll also grow your following. You'll get a lot of really good opportunities. So short form content agencies are big. You turn clients long videos into shorts, viral clips, and post them strategically to build your brand. The model capitalizes on explosion of short form content, while most experts lack the time and skill and patience to do it themselves. You can charge 1 to 5K. You make a lot of profit. You will have to have a lot of editors. You'll have to know how to structure and write, viral clips and hooks and things like that. But it is a great offer. What you deliver, clips, subtitles, hooks, optimization. I mean, you can really like if somebody's already making long form content, you basically just take all their long form content, put it into Opus Clips, and you pump like 10 videos a day on all the platforms, right? Pretty easy. Coaches will pay, consultants, founders, people who have online businesses, content creators. Your tool stack would be just a lot of editing tools. This is a good offer, and it was really, really good about a year or two ago. Like I had a couple of people who they were making like 20,000 a month. We tweaked a couple things in their business, and then bada bing, bada boom, they're making. I think they made like 200,000 a month, and it was just like they're a cute couple. I like them a lot. But anyways, so email and list monetization agencies. So this could also be like a lead generation offer where you're doing cold email or cold LinkedIn messaging to get clients, or this is for people who already have a business and they're just like totally slacking on their email list. Like I helped a guy. He strictly worked with e-commerce businesses to help them get more money out of the subscribers that came into their online website. But basically, you identify high potential lists, people who already have really big email lists. You write really good copy. You do a lot of A/B testing. You make campaigns that convert email subscribers into buyers, and it's just a really really important thing because when you're running a business, the last thing on your mind is like writing good emails, right? So a lot of business owners are already making tons of money, and they could make you know a chunk more money basically if they just spent some time on their email. So they'll pay you a good little premium, and or you can even like the offer could be really easy where it's like, hey, if you already have an email list, let me write some cold emails, and if it makes any money, we can talk, right? So you can get your foot in the door by just really getting good at writing emails that sell, and then just sell, and you can make some great money. You just have to have a good way to get in contact with people who have email lists, which would probably be cold email, LinkedIn, maybe you could run ads if you'll do it all for you, right? Next one would be appointment setter and DM concierge. So essentially, a lot of businesses are already doing like a book appointments, and they have tons of leads, but they really are dropping the ball. I think it was either Alex Hermosi or Grant Cardone or both of them. I think it was Grant Cardone, but we literally paid him like $40,000, and he told us to call our leads faster and to look at our numbers, right? And this is sounds very simple, but at the same time, if you actually do this, like if you actually, as soon as a new lead comes into your pipeline, if you have somebody who all they do is they just pick up the phone and call every single lead as soon as they come in, you're going to make a lot more money, right? So that's kind of your angle is like, hey, we will find you the best DM setters or the best appointment setters. And as soon as you get new leads, we will reach out to those clients, warm them up for you, put them on your calendar. And basically, you can charge a lot of money for this. And you're not necessarily the appointment setter, you're the concierge. You're the person who finds the appointment setters, trains the appointment setters, and then delivers them to these business owners. And you can go both ways. Number one, you can make money charging people a premium and coaching them how to become an appointment setter and getting them a job. And then number two, you can charge the business owners for managing the appointment setters and giving them a great team of appointment setters for their business and stuff like that. That's a good business to get into. Blah blah blah. So YouTube growth and editing. So YouTube is huge, right? Especially for businesses, especially with ads going up in price and things like that. Like if you can basically become an expert on YouTube and helping people grow their YouTube channel or make money from their long form YouTube videos, you can make a lot of money, right? You're going to be able to do. You get paid to come up with really good YouTube ideas. You're going to get paid for SEO. You're going to get paid for editing, publishing, managing people's YouTube accounts so they can grow. And what's cool, like nowadays, you can really use AI to make tons of AI videos for businesses, right? So you don't really need the business owner, and you can still pump out content for them, and you could charge them a premium, right? So you manage YouTube content for clients to grow their channel to attract qualified leads passively. While everyone chases short form, you build long-term SEO assets that compound forever and command premium pricing for strategic value, right? So you're going to be writing scripts, you're going to be doing the full production, you're going to get performance optimization, like you're going to make sure like the thumbnails are dialed in, people are actually watching the videos. Your target market would be like experts seeking long-term organic traffic. You can charge anywhere from $2,000 to $8,000 a month, or $300 to $1,000 per video, depending on how complex it is. You can use vidIQ, TubeBuddy, Photoshop, Canva, all sorts of stuff. So you basically would just become an expert at making YouTube videos for people, and then helping them grow essentially and pump it out. Funnel and CRM bundles. So this is basically you can resell Go High Level, or you can do the email marketing, but you're essentially helping clients get paying customers from paid ads, right? So you would set up their funnels, and you would set up their CRMs. That's kind of a lot of what I do, and you can basically help people make a lot of money by getting the right customers, building the right funnel, setting up the right follow-ups and things like that. And you can sell this as a package for business owners who are kind of trying to start their business or already have it, but they just need optimization and they need their funnel to convert better so that they make more money. Same thing, you could also offer people, hey, like I'll set this all up for you, and then once it makes some money, you give me a percent forever, which would be kind of cool. You get some equity in a business just for building a funnel. The kind of the big buzz is going to be another one called AI automation. And basically you're an AI agency. So you master, make.com, Zapier, chat GPT, you make apps for people, you come into businesses and you just automate the crap out of every single thing that you possibly can automate, right? That's what I do enjoy doing it, but it is a lot more work than a lot of these gurus say that it is. Like automating is great, and like once it's all set up, awesome, but things break. Sometimes there's errors. You have to have a lot of software, but if they have like a pretty robust business and you come in there, you can automate so much stuff and you can literally save them thousands and thousands of dollars on employees by automating a lot of things. You can also set up chat bots to help them make more money. You can set up all sorts of AI things for people. And like creating your own AI agency is a great business that you can start, and you'll be able to basically kick butt and take names and make a lot of money. So I think that'd be pretty cool. SEO and programmatic pages, whatever. So like for local businesses, if they can rank still, SEO is still big. SEO is kind of dying. The big breakthrough for SEO is if you can get businesses to rank inside of ChatGPT, that'll drive a ton of traffic to different businesses and make you a lot of money. So very, very powerful. You can use this though for a lot of blue collar companies, or yeah, they need to still pop up. Like if you become the number one HVAC website on Google, that business is going to make $1 million and never have to spend a single penny on ads, right? So SEO is still super powerful, still very important. It's just changed, right? You have to kind of know, and you have to have a strategy, and you have to be willing to put in the work to get people to rank. It's really just a lot of writing articles with keywords and then buying a lot of backlinks and PR and things like that. But SEO is still really real. And if you can help people rank on YouTube, podcasts, Google, ChatGPT, and get organic traffic, and you can prove it, you can make a ton of money. Podcast and authority engines. So a lot of people want to get on podcasts and they'll pay good money, or you can help people manage their podcasts and you can basically make a lot of money doing that. I know podcast sounds like it's just audio, but a lot of it really nowadays is going to be video and audio, but you essentially get really authority guests for people on their show. You help them make great podcasts and you find them people to hop on their podcast and you can make a lot of money. One of the most profitable businesses I've seen is the podcast production and the authority engine model, because it's all profit. Like you just need people to show up to the podcast and you can make a lot of money. You just have to know what you're doing to help them find guests, a lot of cold email, a lot of people to come onto your show and stuff like that. Target audience would be like coaches, consultants, CEOs. Your delivery would be recording, editing, show notes, short form clips, strategic guest booking, and distribution. Charge anywhere from $1,500 to $5,000 a month for the full production, or $200 to $600 per episode. You basically would just get really good at helping people grow their podcast, set up podcasts, make content, and then you would use that content, turn it into clips, turn it into blog articles, and really help people make a lot of money doing that. That's a great offer. RevOps and CS as a service. All right. So you fix and manage the backend for customer systems. So like instead of being a CSM, you're like a fractional CSM for SaaS companies, for coaching companies, and you basically set up the fulfillment system so that people are getting good results, so that the businesses can just focus on sales and marketing and not worry about refunds and having a bunch of people on the back end. Really good for B2B SaaS companies, because like they're getting all these users, but they're just not getting the results, right? And their customers are bad, and engineers are not good with customers. Engineers are good with programming and stuff like that. So if you can be the human side and make sure like there's a connection between what is being sold, what's actually getting delivered, and how you can improve it, you'll be able to make a lot of money. You can charge anywhere from $3,000 to $12,000 a month doing this. Really good opportunity for people who are serious about fulfillment and getting people results on the back end. Really like that offer. Fractional CFO, basically you help people with their finances and you can manage online businesses and forecast things. And you're like, when I think of a fractional CSO or like a controller, you basically set up like a a dashboard for these bigger companies, and then you track all the finances. You make sure everybody's getting paid. You're helping people with their taxes. You're just managing everything for them as far as on the finance side. You would basically be able to clean the books. You're like an accountant, except for you have multiple clients that you're doing this for, right? You're reviewing how much money they're making, transactions, baseline. You can create cash flow projects, scenarios, planning, and group models. You can set up KPIs, strategic advertising, or advisory. So you can basically say, "Hey, look, like you're burning a lot of money here. I think you should cut this." You're just like a money man. You're the guy that goes through the finances and finds ways for the company to make more money, ways for the company to save more money. Licensing and certificate programs. So again, going back like the economy, it's harder to get a job. But if you can teach people how to make money, if you can teach people and sell them a certificate, you can make a lot of money. So like you think about coaches, freelancing, agencies, people who want to start their own marketing company, people who want to become a freelance copywriter, a freelance video editor, or whatever it is, like you sell them a certificate. They can use that certificate on their resume. You help them get a job. It's basically the same thing as kind of coaching, except for you're getting them a certification or a program. There's a lot of really niche, like Adobe experts or like, full stack engineers. Like there's just lots of different niches that you can sell sort of licensing and certificates and help people learn a skill so that they can get a job. It's big money. White label SaaS resellers. So this would be like you basically find high tickets softwares and you resell them to business owners like Go High Level or HubSpot. There's just a lot of different stacks that you can do nowadays with different AI business, like AI software that they just don't know how to use or know anything about. And you basically package them together. You sell them on your service of setting everything up, but you can also make a ton of money just being like an affiliate for a lot of these and setting it up for different businesses. Clients would be coaches, consultants, creators. They need sophisticated tools but lack the know-how of how to set up all the tech and stuff like that. Rebrand your SaaS companies, create white labels. You can make a ton of money just basically um, selling other softwares that people have already made. High ticket retreats and masterminds. I really like this one. I think this is a pretty cool one. So you're basically just an events coordinator. People are going to want to do a lot more things in person, I believe, coming in the future because like AI is just going to take over social media. It's going to wreak havoc in a lot of ways. So I think people are going to want to get out of their house more and go to more events and retreats. And if you've ever been to like a really cool event, like how much work it is to set all of that up. So you would help these businesses and these different kinds of companies find great locations, have a great experience, kind of manage it all for them so that the business owner or the content creator isn't basically pulling their hair out trying to figure out like where can I set up an event? How do I get people to the event? You can help them also by making a ton of money by selling tickets or running marketing so that you can set up live events and you can have your own kind of host high ticket retreat mastermind things. So pre-event, you would get the application, you would have goal setting for the calls, you would do pre-work assignment. You would have strategy sessions, breakthrough exercises, skill building, implement planning, hot seats, accountability partnerships, and you would post. And then after the event, you probably have content creators come to the event and you would use all of the content to make even more money. The delivery would be like, again, like you would either just find people that want to have high ticket retreats or high ticket masterminds or events, and you would sell the event for them, and you would basically do all the marketing and planning, and then you just have everybody show up and have a great experience. Or you'd kind of just basically plan their events for them and help them get everything set up so that it makes sense. But I think that's a really cool offer as well. LinkedIn authority, you basically help people stand out on LinkedIn. um, LinkedIn's cool. I mean, you can definitely help people. A lot of high up business owners think that LinkedIn is everything. So you can make a lot of money. You can be a ghostwriter or a content creator for people's LinkedIn profiles. Being a ghostwriter on Twitter has also, I've seen, make a lot of money. You can use, ChatGPT to do a lot of the work, which would be pretty cool. But you're basically a content strategy person. You do strategic outbound and performance tracking, right? So you're basically they're everything that will help them make money on LinkedIn. You can do this for a lot of different business owners that are just trying to make their business do more and essentially have it happen where They're, ads are hard, but if you can get like people that need those kind of higher quality leads, and you just kind of sell it as a service that we're going to go for premium clients on LinkedIn, we're going to beef up your LinkedIn profile. We're going to write all of your content. We're going to reach out to the people that are most likely to buy from you. And we're going to basically do everything that we can to bring you in new customers from LinkedIn. That's what you're selling. VSL and funnel copywriting agency. So this would be like you're writing copy. I mean, this would be a great offer for anybody who's good at writing copy. Right? If you're into marketing, if you're good at getting people to click and buy. You can basically write people's VSLs, write their emails, write their ads, write their landing pages, like every single thing that will help the company really stand out and make sure that the messaging is getting through and it is turning into more money for the company. This is going to be really big. A lot of business owners, they need better copywriting and they've never really known that they need it. And all you really have to do is get really good at ChatGPT, Jasper, writing good prompts, editing, and then making sure that it actually converts and makes some money. All right, cool. So I think that was that. Hopefully that looks pretty good on here. But that was essentially my brain dump on the best businesses that you can start in 2026. Again, online high ticket businesses. Why high ticket? Because life's expensive, right? And also, like, you want to be able to give people the best results possible. You can't necessarily give the best results if everybody is not paying you enough money to get them the best results. So high ticket is definitely the best thing that you can do. What you really want to think about is what's something that you're already good at or interested in, and you have a passion for that will actually make money. And you can basically turn anything to a profitable online business. If you're interested in getting some help from me to start your online business, go to coachingbusinesses.com and I'll be happy to help you out. A couple other ones that I've been seeing are people are making a lot of money and having a lot of success. I guess would be like AI agencies are really big right now. It's kind of the buzzword. It's really good. The next one would be helping people get jobs, just because the economy, it's hard to get jobs. There's a lot of money to be made there. High ticket e-commerce is always going to be a good one. And when I say high ticket, you're selling, expensive ice baths, like big ticket stuff. Like the small ticket e-commerce days are kind of done unless you can figure out how to get free traffic, but there's still a lot of ways to do that. Reselling really cool software, I think, is always going to be good. Being a business consultant, helping business owners get results, is going to be a good one. PR is a big one, helping people get out there in the public, press releases and things like that. But there's just a lot of good opportunities, a lot of great businesses. I just kind of wanted to give you some ideas. And if you want help to take your idea and turn it into a real business, then let's chat. But yeah, that's all I kind of got. Let me know if you guys have any questions. If you have any other businesses that you think are popping off, I'd be love to hear them. And if you have an idea that you'd like to turn into a real business, then let's chat. All right, cool. That's it for today. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Talk to you in the next one. Peace.